haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have.
Hey YouTube, this is Uncle Momo's music reaction channel where I provide my views on talented artists who have low subscribers and low views, as well as talented artists from around the world. Now, once again, I have no idea or the reason why they have low subscribers or low views, but I'm going to bring it to the forefront of my channel for us to view. Now today I'm going to do my best to upload about say 4 reactions, and I will let you know on these particular artists as I'm going along. So my second reaction of the day, which I'm very excited about, is Tom MacDonald, aka Sir MacDonald, as I like to call him. And this particular I was in between of is it going to be Sad Rappers or Castle, and I was like I didn't know which one. So in the end I did choose. I chose Castle. I'm going to do Sad Rapper after that, but I chose Castle. Reason why, the feedback that I got between Sad Rappers and Castle from you guys, that's what made the game changer. That's what changed it at the end for me to say, okay, I'm gonna do Castles. And so that's the only reason why. So it's you guys. I'd like to say a big massive shout out and hi to the Hog family. Thank you very much for every single word that you have put on my comment page. It's been absolutely amazing and wonderful. As you know, I do like to reply back to everybody that sent me a comment. It will get difficult as we're going along, but look, I'm still persevering and see how many replies back that I can deliver on my channel. And I like to deliver as much as possible, as well as get to know you guys as well. So that's been a brilliant adventure. So thank you very much for that. So anyway, so that's going to be my next reaction of today. Castles by Tom MacDonald, aka Sir MacDonald. Just to say Sir Tom, but you can't have Sir Tom because that's Tom Jones' title. So so that's Sir MacDonald. Anyway, but before that, if this is your first time coming over to my channel, then please go over to my homepage and work your way from the bottom all the way up to the top, because there's some fantastic, amazing artists which I do not want you to miss out on, and I've simplified it for you. I've broken it down into various musical categories, so once you go in there, just remember it's artists from around the world, both established artists and non-established artists, and I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Anyway, look, let's go straight on to my second reaction of today. So that is, or this is, the song is called Castles by Tom MacDonald, aka Sir MacDonald. So without further ado, you know what we're here for. Great vocabs and a damn good video audio music. Can you dig it?
I see you at the liquor store, leaving with the cheapest can of beer on the shelf. You ain't living on the street, but you barely making rent, and I relate because I'm struggling myself. I see you smile at the clerk when you fumble through your purse. I just wish I had a little more to help. I imagine where you're living, how you feeling, what you love, and who you'll be if you can make it out your hell. I see you at the bus stop, looking at the sidewalk, smoking half a cigarette, waiting for a ride. Kinda limp when you walk and look away. When you talk, you're ashamed, I can see it in your eyes. Probably.
Ooh. Do you know, this song in the background, it almost feels that any second moment you're going to get Nevada come in there and just like rip it to pieces. That's, I'm getting this kind of Nevada feel from the track itself, not from what Sir MacDonald is doing right now, just on the music format. I love this indie rock vibe that he's rapping on. And like I said, it hasn't been done for quite a long, or executed in a way where it has presence. The last time when someone's done that for me, which had presence, and it's different, it's a different kind of presence, is the Beastie Boys. They had that kind of that rock hip hop format, and it worked. They had that kind of stage presence, and they went with it, and it rocked out. It really did, and mostly that set the tone for that kind of a hip hop rock kind of thing. Everybody knows who's the first one to do that. Run DMC, Aerosmith. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the format of what they're doing. Number one, rappers can rap on anything. You know, you give them a nursery melody and they can rap on that. But it's just nice to when you're having that kind of that thought space where you say, you know what, let me try this or let me try that, or this actually works for me. It makes sense for me to sing in this way with this kind of track. Would it made, is there a song where it's just hardcore hip hop? Yeah, and nowadays you can't even say what is hip hop because it's got so many different kind of contrasts to it. Is it the beat that makes hip hop? Is it the loops or the samples that make hip hop, or is it the rapper itself that makes the hip hop? You know, that's the door that should be asking the question, because clearly Tom is opening those doors for those questions. You know, there's hip. I mean, like, how would Tom? I mean, I don't know if there is one, but is there a song where it is straight hip hop and Tom's rapped on that? Or is it going to be in a format where you see this kind of rock side element and if I'm seeing another element, it's going to have a different kind of fusion with a different kind of style of genre of music. But I like this format. This format suits Tom. I can't see him. I mean, from the reactions that I've done, the pleasure of reacting, I can't see him doing any other format apart from this, because I see this as it's just so perfect. It suits it so well. I'm not saying that he can't do any other format. I'm just saying that this just paints a brilliant picture of the format that he does, that rock hip hop element, and with his presence as well. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm sure he can rap on everything. I'm sure that there is music. There's abundance of songs that he's done where it's just sheer hip hop, you know. But right now, from looking at the reactions that I've already carried out, I can't see anywhere past this format, which is so brilliant. It's so suited. And I can't wait to see out that format so I can have a different kind of dimension on what is Tom MacDonald, aka Sir MacDonald. I'm going to go back just a little bit.
The way when you talk, you're ashamed, I can see it in your eyes. Probably got a NASCAR shirt and a car that you love, but you're here cause you're too afraid to drive. It's been almost 10 years since the day that you crashed, can't forget about the little boy's life. Everybody's got a story, if you look a little closer you can see it in the wrinkles in their face. They can hide it in the silence, they can bury it and fight it, but it comes out when the hair is turning gray. You can feel it if you touch them, you can tell that they are troubled, you can hear the story running through their veins. We all travel different roads and we put on different clothes, underneath it all we're really all the same. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. I see you sitting on the front porch playing with a radio, looking to the sky. Probably living in that house all alone these days, trying to find a better way to pass time. Got a wheelchair ramp leading up to the door, I can see that you walk just fine. Probably hate it cause it isn't getting used anymore, and you only ever build it for your wife. Everywhere that I walk, see you on the sidewalk, begging for a little loose change for some dope. Probably got a mama and a papa spending everything they make, trying to clean you up enough to take you home. Used to have a good job, used to get good grades, used to have big dreams, and you lost hope. When your girlfriend died, giving birth to your son, you're the father that'll probably never know. Everybody has a tale that they're too afraid to tell. You can see it in the cracks in their hands. They can cover it with smiles if you walk a couple miles in their shoes, and you'll know where they stand. Everyone who really lived had to climb out of a ditch they were in before they found the right path. If you want to know the truth about what we've been going through, then try to put your phone away so you can ask. We've all got problems.
I'm going to stop it right there. I did actually, first, but I didn't take it for, how can I put it? Let me first explain. He's got this knack of when he's rapping, he puts that kind of picture inside your mind. It's like almost like a movie playing when he's rapping, because you can visualize every single word that he's saying. And I saw that from the first, from Witness, and I certainly saw that from rappers as well. And I didn't take it in. I didn't sink it in, and now it's getting more and more. It's more potent, I suppose. It's more potent when you can visualize every single word or every single setting that's coming out of his mouth. You can see it, and I said it wasn't like I didn't recognize it. I just thought, oh right, okay, brilliant. You know, it's brilliant. He's rapping clearly. Everything about it is just crystal clear. He's not making it difficult to portray what he needs to portray. I just took it with a pinch of salt. But it seems to me that as you're diving into what is MacDonald, Sir MacDonald, certain things are beginning, certain cracks are beginning to show. What I mean by cracks it's not as in a negative thing, it's a very, very positive things that you can actually see. Sometimes the wall is so polished that you can't really see the dirt. But you know that wall wasn't always as polished and clean as that before. So it's nice to see a crack, to see, okay, how the wall was once before. You know, the wall's been there, you know, for hundreds of years. And there's no blemish on it. There's no scars to show that, you know. And with Sir MacDonald, you see his scars he wears his scars. So when you look at him and he's saying, you're hanging on every kind of last words, because the realistic format that he uses is himself. That's it. There's no, you know, and that's what I'm talking about, the cracks on the walls. You know, the wall will always be a wall, but, you know, to see the journey of what that wall's been through, or witness the things that the wall has seen, is through his cracks, seeing the blemishes and all that stuff. And like I said, you see Sir MacDonald wears his scars on his skin. With every kind of tone, with every kind of facial expression, with every kind of body language, you see everything that's coming from his mouth is so realistic. And I think it just adds on that, painting that picture within your mind of what he's talking about. It just comes much more, you want that picture to be in your mind from just by looking at him, just by saying these words, what he's using. It just, that's the only way that I can, you know, he's a TV within a TV. It really is. I don't know how to explain it other than that, in that way. I'm going to go back just a little bit.
We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We are the neighbors that you'll never meet. We are the strangers walking down your street.
Is that another dude in the back?
We are a million faces in the crowd. We are the ones the system's tearing down. We are the people working to survive. We are more than just our 9 to 5s. We are the shopping malls and streetcars. We are one. It's time to tell them just who we are. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the
Those words
secrets we
resonate
hold.
so
We could
well.
fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones.
So that was Tom MacDonald, aka Sir MacDonald, with castles. There is so much going on within that song, and so much going on. It drew a lot of energy out for me. It drew a lot of it, and that's the only way that I can explain it. There's certain songs, when after the end of that song, you feel like, wow, it draws, music can draw out so much energy. That's all I can explain it. It can draw out so much energy. And this particular song, it drew out a lot of energy from myself. And I can see how it can draw out a lot of energy from a lot of people as well. Especially if, like I said, Tom has got this realistic format where all he's doing is talking about his life endeavors. But there's so many people that can relate to that. And the way how he shapes his penmanship for it to be relatable for everybody else to understand is I have no words for it. I really don't have no words for it, because looking at him, it makes it look simple, and it is simple if you're talking about your life. The difficult part is how you're going to execute it onto a pen. Your penmanship, and like I said, his penmanship is wow. You see it. You actually see it. And then on top of the penmanship, then you've got the emphasis that he puts on these words to make you realise that, look, not make you realise, but that is talking from a personal experience. But certain people, when you tell them that, this is a personal experience, and it's a personal thing, they still take it with a pinch of salt. He makes you want to listen, make you want to watch, there's a lot of make you want. He doesn't force it upon you. He sort of like leaves the door open, and it's for you to open up the door wider to look at what he's doing. It's your choice. It's always leaving it to your choice. And, if you want to look at that, you want to check this out, you want to listen to what I'm saying. But one thing that you will not be let down is once you open up that door and open up your mind to what is Tom MacDonald, you're not going to be disappointed. There's so many different kind of variants into his soul. There certainly is. And one thing is apparent, that through this journey of him speaking about certain subjects that is very close to himself, it opens doors for other people to also say, well, wow, that's happened to me, or I've had a similar effect of some sort. And then there's a interaction, and then there's a connection, and then from there there's a bonding. And then you can't help but follow someone who is speaking. It's like, no, I was not going to say that actually, but it's like a tremendous speaker, and you're hanging on every single last word that he's saying, because you know how real that person is, and knowing that he's been through the wars to tell that story, And that's what I'm getting from, like I said, I've only reacted to 3. I'm nowhere near on the kind of par of the Hogg family in what is Tom, but I'm just trying to express the way how it's making me feel, and expressing the way how I'm seeing things, and it might change through different kind of songs. I have no idea until I actually get there, but this one has a strong significance to I can see that will have a strong impact as well for a lot of people. It really do, because this is one of the most relatable songs that everybody can participate in. They really can, from anyone, And he basically included everybody in this video. Everybody has got stress. Everybody's got problems. Everybody's trying to survive. Everybody's just trying to get that piece of nut, or that piece of bread. And there's the ups and downs and the tribulations of continuing to go forth, even though when you've been pushed down. And there's so many kind of motivational speakers that say, get back up and blah blah blah, and those motivational speakers are always prim and proper, suited up and all that kind of stuff. But when you get somebody you can see the scars, you can see the wars, and still see them actually still being in it, and not giving you any advice, but telling you this is what's happened to me, and you're gaining strength from that. I think that's there's more ways to swing a cat, so he's just showing you a different way of swinging the cat. That's the way how I look at it. Was I pleasantly surprised? Of course. Can he rap? Of course. That's not even in discussion. This is just finding out a new rapper that I haven't experienced before, and seeing what all the fuss is about. And, like I said, the cracks are beginning to appear. I'm seeing what the fuss is about, and excited to be, it's better late than never, but excited that I'm actually here right now. I really am. Tom MacDonald, Sir MacDonald, as I like to say, absolutely brilliant. Really is. I had a large connection with this song, and I feel that you're going to do that all the time and make me have this kind of wanting me to have this large connection with these songs that you have created. Every of them, it seems to me that they all have a really heartfelt subject, which you are executing to perfection, to be fair. Anyway, without, I'm gobsmacked. So I'm going to leave it right there and say, I salute you, sir.
The people working to survive. We are more than just our 9 to 5s. We are the shopping malls and streetcars. We are one. It's time to tell them just who we are. We've all got problems and we all feel alone. We've all been haunted by the secrets we hold. We could fill our coffins with the rocks they have thrown, or we could build our castles with the sticks and the stones.